And welcome back to another edition of High Performance Living. And this week we talk about mindset and leadership. And earlier in the blog, we asked, how can you step up to be more of a leader in your life? So on the blog this week, we asked that question, how can you step up to be more of a leader in your life? So in high performance living fashion, we have our list for the week. And this week, we have 4 things you can take. And these are ways that we can kind of develop more of a leadership mindset.
Yep. So, and you can apply these obviously to day-to-day life, work, relationships with others, wherever you want to think about that. But again, just think of a holistic point of view of leadership, not just sort of within that small scale of your job or within that small scale of maybe your church or something of that nature, but kind of how you would give back to your full life. And so the 4 things on there, we'll start with giving. So not only in the sense of giving maybe of financially to charities and things of that, if you can, things that you want to support, but of your time. That can be more important than potentially even financial resources, I think. So volunteering, and certainly people are more cognizant and more aware of this at holiday time here in the U.S., but I think it's a good thing to keep in a mindset of a leader all the time. So just being giving of your time and your energies. Absolutely. More than just your resources.
Yeah, and if you think about it too, as your family, the one resource that you can never get back is your time. Mm-hmm. So whether your kids, your family, that ability to spend more time with them and give of them your most limited resource, and that's your time. Right.
Next on the list is gratitude. Mm-hmm. And so having an expression of gratitude in your day-to-day life, whether that's within your family or your work, kind of all those things, but just being grateful for the things that you have, that will just set you into that positive mindset again of just thinking towards the positive rather than constantly going back to, okay, what went wrong or how can I have done that better? Always being grateful and thankful for those things that are out there. So that's kind of the next thing after giving is gratitude. Mm-hmm. Reactions, an interesting one. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so to me, the reaction part is, what is your response? What is your reaction when things don't go right? Mm-hmm. So, do you make it more of a stressful situation whenever things have gone badly at work or at the office and you go home? What is your reaction, and do you take it out on your family? What are you doing from that standpoint on day-to-day living, which actually leads or jumps into number 4 here.
Mm-hmm. So, and that's an idea of core values. So knowing what your core values are, and so that may seem like an ambiguous concept, but really it's knowing those maybe 2 to 5 things that are true for you. And so for a lot of people, they're very simple things like trust, love, honesty. That's actually a very common one that comes up as well when you work with groups in this. But knowing what are your true core values, for some people that may be, again, a religious point of view or something related to your work or giving, whatever those things are, know your core values, because then that's how you're going to navigate yourself through life, not only work, not only traffic and, people out in the world, but just sort of how you're going to get through things on a day-to-day basis. So if you don't know what your core values are, there's some really easy ways to kind of figure those out. And certainly we can help you with that as well, if that's something you're unaware of.
Yep. I think with core values, even a couple of things that really come to mind for me is, what are you doing when others are not watching?
Yeah.
It's really that concept of, am I doing the right thing, or am I doing it because people are watching?
Right.
And when your core values are right, the answers to questions come really easy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not having to do that soul searching all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's you've made the decision what it is, and you're ready to go with it. So I think that's at core values. It's at the heart of everything that you do. And if you really want to step up to be a leader and you really want a high performance life, you have to have some good core values.
Yeah, you have to know those about yourself, and I know.
Absolutely. So with that, for our next part is obviously, if you're having questions on this, you really want to step up. You want a higher standard of living in your life. You really want to kind of explore what it means to live a high performance life. That's where you can contact us. We're here to help. We're here to kind of go over all that, really help explore those situations, dive deep within who you are and what you want. So you can just touch on the screen here. It'll take you over to the website. You can enter in all your information, kind of what